What is going on YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, bringing you another episode of Pokemon X and Y Battle Spot Live Inverse Edition. Today's episode is number 6, and for the first time we are sitting nice and pretty at a record that's above 500, at 6-5 after going 4-1 over the last 2 episodes with this team, because we had a bonus battle, so that's why we had 5 total with this team. So this is the 3rd episode in a row we're using the exact same team. I will be switching it up after this if I get to record more Inverse, because I'm like running out of time to record it, I believe. This is like the 3rd or 4th? I think 3rd. I think it's the 3rd episode of Inverse that I'm recording today. I will try to do more, that way that I'm going to try to spread these episodes out too. So just because I'm telling you that I'm bulk recording, don't think I'm just going to just inundate your sub boxes with just Inverse. I know a lot of you don't like it, so I'm going to space it out. That way the people that do like it can get it every once in a while, and the people that don't like it don't have to see it all the time. And they can get some of the stuff that they like as well. That way we make everybody happy, some variety, that kind of thing. Now, before we get started today, if you can, I would like it. I can actually talk. I would like it if you could show your support to the series and the channel and all of that good stuff by clicking that thumbs up button right below this video, or the dislike button if you don't like the video. And as I always say, if you do that, all I ask is that in the comment section below you write a suggestion, or just write your opinion on how I could change things to make it so that you would enjoy it in the future, because that's what we're all about here, just learning and enjoying and that kind of thing. Now, I've rambled on a little bit too long, and that's because I do that sometimes. So you guys just gonna have to deal with it. I don't know. So we've got things going on here. We've got our Swords Dance Eviolite Scyther. We've got our Mega Ampharos. We've got our Life Orb Kangaskhan, Mega Ampharos, Rocky Helmet Chestnut, and Choice Band Glalie. So very kooky team. My opponent is the Kangaskhan, which is not going to be Life Orb like what I'm bringing. It's going to be Mega, I'm pretty sure. I don't see any glaring weaknesses here with my opponent's team. We got Staraptor, Mamoswine, Kangaskhan, Chestnut, Azelf, and Volcarona. Volcarona is really good on Inverse as well. Volcarona is good all the time. It's unfair how good it is. Okay, maybe it's not unfair, but it's just a really good Pokemon. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Now, I see the Kangaskhan, so that means that Chestnut has to come to this battle, especially because of that Staraptor as well, because Chestnut can wall it pretty darn well, with the exception of maybe U-Turn. U-Turn would do a decent amount. Well, I guess not, because it's neutral. So that is the thing. Alright, so we're going to bring the Chestnut, and I actually am thinking I want to lead off with that. That's what I'm thinking. That is what I'm thinking. Well, the Volcarona could be there. That could be the lead. I don't know if I like that. We're actually going to lead off with the Chandelure. We're going to lead off with the Chandelure, try to poke some holes in my opponent's team. We're going to bring the Chestnut, and then let's see what is left. What is going to give me a huge problem? I feel like that Azelf, honestly, if the Azelf comes, I feel like that's just going to destroy our lives. Although, Mamoswine could be a big problem. And the Chestnut could be a problem too, because yeah. Alright, we're going to bring the Ampharos. Ampharos is really good on Inverse. Honestly, I love Electric-type Pokemon, especially because I love the move Volt Switch. I love getting momentum, regardless of whether it's that my Pokemon is slower and I'm trying to get some momentum that way by bringing in a Pokemon safely, or I've got a really fast Pokemon that likes to just hit and run. I don't know. I really like Volt Switch a lot, and Ground types just poop on that strategy. To be completely honest, they just poop all over that strategy. So having this meta be where there is nothing that's immune to electricity other than like Motor Drive and Volt Absorb Pokemon, that's fantastic, because people don't really bring those Pokemon to Inverse anyway. So we have this Mamoswine here. Ice type moves are going to be super effective on this Chandelure, and I have nothing to hit Mamoswine with. So we are in a bad position. I kind of want to go into Chestnut. The only problem with that being the fact that, Earthquake will be super effective. And I don't know how many of those we can take. Probably not that many, and it's not a physical contact move. Mamoswine is really good on Inverse too. Well, we kind of need to make up our mind here. Ampharos would be a good candidate to take this Mamoswine on, but I don't know how many hits I can take from it. We're going to have to go to Ampharos. I don't see much of an option here. At the very least, once we Mega Evolve, we will be resistant to its Ice-type stab, but we're going to have to take a hit first. Icicle Spear. Okay, that's doing more than I want it to. It's 2 hits, 3 hits, 4 hits. Are you going to get 5 hits? No, you're going to get 4 hits. Ah, man. This is not looking good. I don't know. We needed that to hit 3 times for us to survive another hit. I think. Methinks. I think I'm just going to go for a straight up T-Bolt here. Try to get max damage. We're not going to outspeed this Mamoswine. I don't see that happening in any universe. I think Mamoswine is base 80 and Mega Ampharos is nowhere near that. So yeah, and I'm not invested in speed. Anyway, Icicle Spear again, and we're going to resist it now. And we got a little bit extra bulk. I think we can live as long as there's no crits and he doesn't hit 5 times. That's 3 hits. Alright, we survived. We're going to get a super effective T-Bolt off. That's going to do a butt ton of damage. In fact, that's going to just take out this Mamoswine in 1 hit. Mega Ampharos, you're so good. You are so good. Oh, that hair is beautiful. It's so much more beautiful when it's just taking names. Yeah, Zelf. Alright. Well, we're going to go for another T-Bolt. Why not? Try to get as much damage as possible if we don't get destroyed here. Oh, he's going to go for the T-Bolt. Okay, I see how it is. I see how you want to play this. That is 4 times super effective on Mega Ampharos, so yeah. So he shows the T-Bolt, which means Chestnut's going to have a not so fun time facing this thing. I don't know that I can one-shot it with a Fire Blast either, but what could this thing have that would be super effective on a Chandelure? It could have Explosion, which would kill me in 1 hit. What else could it have? If it can learn Energy Ball, I'm not sure if it can, but if it can learn Energy Ball, that'll be super effective. Shadow Ball obviously won't do anything. Psychic type Stab would be not resisted, it would be neutral. Alright, we're going to go into the Chandelure, we're going to try to unleash some Fury here, because we have Psychic, which will be super effective on this thing. I don't know if it'll be enough to take it out in 1 hit, but at least we won't run the risk of missing with a Fire Blast, which I will avoid at all costs. And Chandelure actually has pretty decent coverage, especially in Inverse. It actually improves in Inverse. So we are going to outspeed. We'll see if this thing has a Focus Sash. It does have the Focus Sash, so it might just take us out here depending on what its size. Go for it. It has the Energy Ball. That's going to be super effective. And, oh, we live at 13 HP, which is huge because Thunderbolt / Energy Ball from an Azelf, if it didn't just flat out one-shot Chestnut, which it may not have because of my HP investment, I would have been severely crippled for whatever his last Pokemon is, and if it's Kangaskhan, I really need to be at full health to be able to take it on. We're going to go for the Psychic here, and, oh, he's going to withdraw, save that. He's going to save the Azelf. What is he going into? Going to go into the Chestnut, which is going to take no damage. No damage from that whatsoever. Alright, so it might end up being a Chestnut showdown here. I don't think that Azelf has any priority because we already saw what its item was. It's not Scarfed. We've seen 2 attacks from it, and it switched out with 1 HP. So, we're going to go into our own Chestnut here on a predicted, I'm hoping, Hammer Arm and not Wood Hammer. Because that's going to hurt if he goes for the Wood Hammer. That's not going to feel good. He goes for the Leech Seed. Perfect. That could not be any more perfect. Predicting the switch, but my opponent needed it to be any Pokemon that was not Chestnut. Basically, that's what it comes down to. Now, my opponent does have the advantage in that if it has a Grass-type move, it's going to just hurt. It's going to hurt me. And I'm not going to really like that so much. So, part of me wants to go for a Spiky Shield to scout what this thing is going to do. If it has Bulk Up, we are going to be in trouble. But Bulk Up Leech Seed is not a typical combination. That's what I was trying to say. I've been recording so much today that I'm starting to slur my words and not complete sentences and not think anything of it. I'm at that point. I've recorded like 6 videos today. And I'm really happy that I did. It's been so much fun to finally get back into recording. It's been too long. But there comes a point where you just start not really knowing what's going on. So I should probably stop soon. But we still have stuff to do. So I'm going to go for the spiky shield. We are going to be scouting right now. Oh, and he goes for the spiky shield too. He has this exact same idea. Oh, all right. Alrighty then. So Spiky Shield and Leech Seed are two common moves that we share. Are we running the exact same set? If he has Synthesis and Hammer Arm, we are just running the exact same thing. I'm going to go for the Hammer Arm now. Oh, he has the Seed Bomb, but we're bulletproof, so he cannot touch us. So that's awesome. That is awesome. Alright, our speed's going to fall, and we're going to take Rocky Helmet damage. Alright, if you have the Hammer Arm, hit me with that now. That would just be fantastic if you have that. Because taking the Rocky Helmet damage, and we have the Synthesis, we haven't shown that yet, we will be able to outlast this thing, because he can't get its HP back via Leech Seed. So we shall see. We go for another Hammer Arm here. Synthesis! No! You're running the exact same set that I am, with the exception of... instead of Hammer Arm, you have the Seed Bomb. And we're just taking Rocky Helmet damage, and it's just not fun. It's just not a fun time. I'm going to show him the Synthesis, I guess. Do I really want to do that, though? I mean, he can't touch me. He can't do anything to me. Let's go for the Hammer Arm again. Spiky Shield this time, so we're going to take more damage from that. Ah. Alrighty then. If we can get in with Chandelure again, I think we just win. Because I can lock myself into Energy Ball. And it'll be a fun time. So let's go for... See, if I switch Chandelure in on a Seed Bomb, even though, I mean, it's super effective, it's going to take us out. It's going to take us out. Alright. Let's go for a Synthesis. He does go for the Seed Bomb, so I'm really happy that I did not switch in Chandelure there, because I was really thinking about doing it. I really wanted to. I really did want to try to end this right now. But I did not. Let's go for the Hammer Arm again. This is going to be a little bit of a stall fest. Little bit of a stall fest. Alright, so the Hammer Arm is not going to do anything due to the Spiky Shield. I'm going to Hammer Arm one more time, and then the pattern seems to be that the Spiky Shield will be on the following turn. So I will switch out at that point. And my opponent could predict that and very easily, very, very easily take advantage of that and kill Chandelure, and then I lose. But I can't really... I don't want this to just draw out and be a PP war. Not interested in that at all. So if we lose this, we lose this. That's just what it is. So I want to see the Spiky Shield. That would be the best case scenario. Best case scenario. No, if he goes for the C-Bomb, we lost. Alright, he predicted that, and that is gonna be the match. That is gonna be the match. So, man, I don't want to forfeit. I don't like forfeiting, but this is just going to take forever. This is really going to take forever, and he has the match in the bag. I don't think I can win. Spiky Shield is coming. Oh no, C-Bomb is coming. Huh. Man, I really thought he was going to go for the Spiky Shield, but oh well. Oh well, Synthesis probably coming this turn, or the Spiky Shield. I don't think I want to recover. I don't think I want to do that. He's going for C-Bomb again. Why are you doing that? Huh. I don't even know what's going on right now. Maybe he's just gonna let the Chestnut go down so that he can come in with the Azelf. I don't know if I recover right now. I mean, he's got Synthesis too, so he's very easily gonna be able to PP stall me. I have 9 Hammer Arms left, but there's no way. Yeah, there's just no way. No way. Goes for the C-Bomb again. I could have synthesized. Synthesized! Now, Thunderbolt / Energy Ball from that Azelf should be enough to take us out. And it's going to be a 1-0 as we get hurt by the Rocky Helmet. Yeah, 43 HP is not enough to survive a super effective hit from an Azelf that is most definitely invested in special attack, because they all are. So that's going to be a victory for our opponent. It's going to bring us back down to the 500 mark of 6-6. And there's the T-Bolt. Chestnut, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Chestnut. If we had Woodhammer, this would have been a different story. Although if our opponent had Woodhammer, they would have made quick work of us as well. So, that's a tough one to swallow. That is a tough one to swallow indeed, but we're going to pick ourselves up and dust ourselves off and move on into the next match. No, I would not like to save that as my battle video. That was not painful. I mean, it was a good match. But we just ended up in a little bit of a stalemate there, and I predicted incorrectly. Or I predicted something that was just too predictable. Too predictable. Huh. Alright, well, there's always next time. Wow, that was really fast. Sometimes BattleSpot finds me opponents so quickly, and then other times it takes forever. So we're up against Lucario, Greninja, Crocodile, Crobat, Metagross, and Snorlax here. And Snorlax is a huge threat in Inverse. Huge threats. Probably Curselax, if I really had to make a guess. If I had to make a guess, that's what I would say. 2 Steel-type Pokemon, not something that you see a lot on Inverse, because Steel is a bad defensive typing. It's pretty decent offensively, because a lot of things resist it. But, yeah, not the best defensively. Not the best defensively at all. Now, what do I want to bring to this battle? I kind of want to bring the Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan will be able to do a significant amount of damage to the Metagross and the Lucario, or Mega Lucario, which is what it most likely is, with its normal type stab, and then Sucker Punch will be super effective on the Crocodile and the Greninja, as long as it stays Dark type, obviously. So I think I want to lead off with the Kangaskhan, actually. Do I? Do I want to do that? Actually, I kind of want to bring Mega Ampharos. Kind of do. Decisions. Actually, Energy Ball's going to do a lot. I should have brought a Grass. I mean, I have a Grass-type Pokemon, but I don't have anything that has Grass-type moves. So that is a bit of a bummer. That is a bit of a bummer indeed. Alright, we're going to start off with the Ampharos. We're going to bring the Kangaskhan. And let's see. We're going to bring the Glalie. That might be a mistake. That might be a mistake, but if we're up against that Lucario, Ice Shard is going to be super effective, and that could be our saving grace if we're left with just that Lucario. Because we should be able to take an extreme speed. As long as we're at full health, that is. So Ampharos starting things off for us against Crobat. That's not a really good matchup for us. If it has Flying type stab, that's going to be a problem. But we do have the Focus Blast, which is actually 4 times super effective on this thing, so we're going to go for it. I don't know if our opponent's going to predict that, but it looks like they're going to stay in. Please don't go for Confuse Ray. That would be really just not fun. Not a fun time. Do not go for Confuse Ray. Don't do it. No, U-turn. Okay. Well, that's not bad. I can handle that. He's got a lot of Pokemon that are weak to... Oh, wow. Life Orb Crobat. That's pretty cool. Offensive Crobat. I like it. I like it a lot. He's got a lot of Pokemon that would be weak to fighting, though, so this isn't going to do much. I should have went for an Electric type move. Because Greninja's Dark type, Snorlax, yeah, that's another one, and then the Lucario, they'd all be weak to fighting normally, so this Focus Blast is really going to do just absolute nothing. Absolutely nothing. Wow. No damage whatsoever. There is the lefties. And I guess we're Volt switching out of here because special attacking on a Snorlax is not the best course of action. So I kind of want to just go into Glalie here and then explode to try to kill this thing, because Glalie's not going to do us that much good against a Crobat, and I don't know what his other Pokemon is, but at this point Snorlax is very, very threatening. So we're going into the Glalie. We'll see what he wants to go for. If he wants to go for the Curse, that's fine, because he's going to go for the Belly Drum. Wow, so no, he has lefties, not a Citrus. That is interesting. Belly Drum Snorlax. I have not seen that in a very long time. Now, the question is, can Choice Banded Ice Shard take the Snorlax out? Glalie, can you do this for us? He's not going to switch out. There's no reason for him to switch out whatsoever. Snorlax is so slow. You just got up to +6. Are you really going to waste all of that just to switch out Snorlax? No, you're not. You're going to stay in and take a Choice Banded Ice Shard to the face. And you're not going to go down to that because of Thick Fat. Why did I not go for Iron Head? Why did I not go for Iron Head? I just made the biggest mistake of my life. I'm just noticing it now. I'm just noticing it now. Wow, I can't believe I misplayed like that. Why did I not think of Thick Fat until after I clicked Ice Shard? Alright, we have to go into the Kangaskhan here, and we have to just start double-edging things. I guess. Or switch back into the Glalie and explode all over the place. Otherwise, we're looking at a Snorlax that's at full HP at +6. No thank you. No thank you at all. Not interested. Not even a little bit. So we're gonna have to give up our Glalie altogether, which I kind of expected that we would. Are you rest talking? No, you're not. Okay. I was about to be really upset if this was rest talk Belly Drum Snorlax. Because, I mean, that only leaves room for one attack. I guess it would be Body Slam. But, yeah. We could just go for double edges here. Realistically, we could. But I'm pretty sure 2 double edges from a Life Orb Kangaskhan is going to be enough to take out the Snorlax, but we're going to take a butt ton of recoil, and in fact, I think it would be enough to actually take us out. So I'd rather keep this Kangaskhan around. I'd rather just switch back into the Glalie and explode, have him not be able to do anything, and then come in with the Kangaskhan and clean up afterwards. So he's going to stay fast asleep. He's going to wake up next turn. We're going for the Choice Band Explosion. Cannot believe I made such a silly mistake. Iron Head would have taken it out. I'm almost positive that it would have taken it out. I just needed to not go for Ice Shard. He's going to stay in here, obviously, as we go for the explosion. And this is going to hurt. I don't think it's going to kill it. Wow, he survives with almost no HP left. Do not go for rest. You better not go for rest. No, he goes for the Body Slam. So we're in good shape here. We can come in with anything and finish this Snorlax off. I think Ampharos could actually take it out as well, but I'm going to go in with the Kangaskhan and go for the Fake Out, and I feel like that is our best bet. We actually haven't shown that we're not Mega yet. Most people assume that we're Mega, but yeah. No reason to go for the Sucker Punch and risk him not going for an attacking type move, because it's obvious that he would go for rest, so I don't want to play those games. So we unfortunately had to give up our Glalie, but we got rid of Belly Drum Snorlax, which should not have been a problem to deal with in the first place. But when you make stupid mistakes like me, yeah, things happen. So in comes the Crobat, and I'm going to go for the Drain Punch. I don't know if he can one-shot, but I'm hoping not. I'm really hoping not. Poison Fang, no, that's not going to one-shot. That might poison us, but it's not going to one-shot. And we see the Life Orb again. We're going to get the Drain Punch off, which is 4 times super effective on this Crobat. That's going to be enough to take it out, and we're going to get a crap ton of HP back, and we will have to take Life Orb Recoil, unfortunately, but we'll still be in the positives for the turn. Very much so in the positives. So we're in a good position now, depending on what our opponent's final Pokemon is. It's going to be the Lucario. So let's see. Let us see. Sucker Punch will be super effective on this thing, but so will Double Edge. Does this Lucario have anything that can take us out in one hit? Close Combat is resisted. Crunch is neutral. Extreme Speed is neutral. Stone Edge would be neutral. Yeah. He would have to have a Ghost type move for it to be super effective, obviously. So Shadow Claw is pretty much the only option. And even then, I don't think that unstabbed Shadow Claw is enough from Lucario. So, with that being said, we are going to... Wait a second. If this thing is Focus Sash... That might... That could be a problem. That could be a huge... Well, again, he can't take us out in one hit. So let's go for the double edge. That's the play to make. We're going to see the Mega Evolution here. What move are you going to go for? So at the very least, no focus sash, so we don't have to worry about that. Double edge will be a one-shot if we can connect. And we outspeed, so it does not matter. Does not matter. I forgot that when you're Mega Evolving, you don't get the speed of your Mega Evolution until the following turn, which is why some Pokemon that Mega Evolve will run Protect to ensure that they get that speed boost. But we're not going to see that here because Lucario just goes down to a double-edged Kangaskhan. Life Orb Kangaskhan putting in work. And I think I've shown pretty successfully that while Kangaskhan by itself as a non-Mega is an NU Pokemon, it is very NU. It was NU last generation. Nothing has really changed in between generations other than the Megastone. Really hasn't gained that much. Really, if anything at all, that's significant. But I think I've been successful in showing that you can use Kangaskhan by itself. You don't have to have Mega Kangaskhan on Battle Spot to be successful. Doesn't have to be that way. Does not have to be that way at all. And in fact, I really like Kangaskhan as a Pokemon. I think it's amazing. I really do like it, and in fact, I use it a lot in RU, and sometimes even UU, although it's kind of outclassed. There's much better normal types that can do its job better. But it's just still a really cool Pokemon, and it's got some decent bulk. With the addition of Assault Vest this generation, since it's a decent natural bulk, it can work with a Assault Vest set pretty nicely. Pretty much with a similar moveset to what I have going on, which is Fake Out, Double Edge, Drain Punch, and Sucker Punch. If you don't like the recoil on the Double Edge, obviously you could switch that out for Return or something similar, something else that would give you stab. You could even do Retaliate if you really wanted to be a revenge killer, although Kangaskhan isn't nearly fast enough for that. I'm just rambling, but that's going to be it for this time. We have 2 victories today. No, we have 1 victory and 1 loss today, right? Yeah, we had 2 battles. All my recordings are blending together. I'm sorry. We had 3 battles in the last episode. We had 2 battles today. We went 1-1. So we came in at 6-5. So we are 7-6 right now. So we are staying above that 500 mark, albeit only by 1 game. So 1 game differential. And hopefully we can build off that. Next time we're going to be bringing a whole new team, because I've been using the same team for 3 episodes straight. So we're going to change things up a little bit, get some fresh faces in there, and all that stuff. So I want to thank you all for watching. As always, if you haven't done so already, please show your support by clicking either the thumbs up button or the thumbs down button right below this video, and let me know what you thought of it. Go into the comment section below, leave me some feedback, what you thought, what you like, what you don't like, how I can make it better for you guys, all of that jazz. And I will see you all for the next episode, but until then, game on!